The hallway still smelled like burnt toast, the kind that leaves a bitter taste hanging in the walls long after breakfast is over. I remember thinking that, stupidly, as my son yanked my hand with both urgency and something else, something brittle. Not panic exactly, more like dread in a child's bones. We ran, down the front steps, past the broken mailbox I hadn't fixed since Laura left. I didn't ask again, didn't stop. His grip didn't loosen until we reached the edge of Hollow Creek Road, where the trees thickened and the houses thinned. There was a clearing near the rusted fence. We stopped there, both of us gasping, hunched. I could feel his pulse in the space between us, rapid, wild. He wouldn't look at me, just stared at the tree line, like something might follow. I didn't speak, not yet. Let him breathe. Let my own heart settle. It didn't. Minutes passed, maybe longer. The silence pressed down so hard it made the birds quiet. Finally, he turned. "I'm sorry," he said. "I just couldn't let us stay in there." I wanted to ask what he meant, but my throat had dried up. Something about his voice, it was too calm now, too old. I nodded. That night we didn't go home. I booked a motel on the edge of town. Faint mildew in the air, a flickering bathroom light, and one twin bed between us. I let him sleep. I couldn't. I just lay there, staring at the water stains on the ceiling. A gray blotch shaped like a wolf's head. Or a scream, maybe. At dawn, I drove back alone. The house stood exactly as we left it. Porch light still on, door slightly ajar. I stepped inside slowly. Each footfall loud, foreign. The house was wrong. Not just empty, wrong. The mail was scattered on the floor. I picked it up mechanically. Credit card bill, grocery flyer, a letter from Ridgeview Elementary. I paused. It wasn't addressed to me. It was addressed to Laura, my wife. Dead 5 months. The envelope was new, postmarked last week. I sat at the kitchen table and stared at it. Didn't open it. Just stared. Her name in black ink. Her name in today. The next day I returned to the school. Met with the principal. Her eyes flitted when I said my son had come home early. She fumbled through her computer. "He left after lunch," she said, eventually. "Signed out. With his mother." The air left the room. I stood there, perfectly still. She smiled nervously. "It says here, Laura Finch. Is that not—" "It's fine," I said quietly. "It's fine." I walked out before she could finish. Sat in my car. Kept the engine off. My hands didn't shake. My breath didn't hitch. I just stared at the dashboard like it might rearrange itself into answers. That night, I asked my son again, "Why did we leave?" He blinked, hesitated. "Because she was coming back." "Who?" He didn't say her name, just looked at me and whispered, "She told me to pack, that she had to show me something. But, Dad, she was different. She smiled too much. She didn't remember things right. And she kept touching the back of her neck like it hurt." His eyes welled up then, but he didn't cry. I noticed the way he rubbed his wrist, over and over. "She said we were going to the cabin, that we'd live there now, just us. But her voice was wrong, like it wasn't hers anymore." The next morning, I searched Laura's old office. She'd always been private. A small, locked drawer beneath her desk held only one thing, a flash drive. I plugged it into my laptop. One video, no label. It began with her face, pale, haggard, eyes darting. "If you're seeing this," she whispered, "then I didn't stop it. I couldn't." I sat very still. She glanced over her shoulder before continuing. "It's in the school, something inside the school. It started with the kids, disappearing, but not, coming back different, too quiet, too still. Then the teachers, then me." Her breath shuddered. I feel it in my spine now, like it's learning how to wear me." She smiled. Brief. Broken. "I know how that sounds. But I've seen what it does. And I won't let it use me to take him." The video cut to black. I watched it again and again, memorized her face, every twitch, every blink, looking for something I missed. Eventually, I didn't feel anything at all. The next week, I returned to the school at night, broke in through the maintenance door, walked the hallways like a ghost. The air inside buzzed faintly, like old fluorescent lights, but colder. Room 108, her old counseling office. I stood in the doorway for a long time, then stepped inside. Everything was intact: desk, chairs, bulletin board, except one thing. A wall of drawings, children's drawings, all the same shape, a black, faceless figure with a long hand resting on a child's shoulder. I counted 12. The next morning, I burned the house down. Not for drama, not for revenge, just necessity. Salt in the earth. I didn't explain it to my son. He didn't ask. We moved far. Quiet town. New names. He doesn't draw anymore. Sometimes, at night, he still wakes up and stares at the ceiling, silent, eyes wide. I never ask what he sees, but I lie there beside him, eyes open too. It's not over. I know that now. Some things don't want to kill you. They want to wear you. Laura knew that. She didn't lose. She handed me the truth like a quiet inheritance. No screams, no final goodbye, just this: don't trust what loves you too quickly. And now I watch everything, even my own reflection, especially my own.